Hey guys, it's me Chris Cow, and before we start off, I wanted to say I'm sorry for not uploading a lot. I just didn't have a lot of time, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, today I wanted to talk about my first fight that I got into, and so it was when I was like 9 years old, and so me and my brother, we played on a football team, and our record was okay. We weren't the best, but we weren't awful. So, anyways, we were playing, and one time we were watching like the juniors play because we were on the freshman, like the freshman like, level, well, not like actual freshmen, but anyways, we were just watching them play and got kind of bored, so we started jumping on like in track, whatever it's called, like track when you do the pole vault or whatever, and you go over the stick and you land on the big cushion. That's what we were playing on. It was me, my brother, and like three other kids from our team, and we were just having a lot of fun. And so these two kids, they were like probably 13 or 15 years old, and it was pretty scary. Like one of them was big and fat, he had an ugly face, and then there was another kid who looked like a gremlin. He was so short, he had an ugly face too. And anyways, he was there, and so we were jumping on the trampoline, and they come up to us and they're like, "Hey, can we join?" We're like, "Sure." And so we were just kind of playing around, and one of them started like bumping into us. Like they started bumping into us a lot. Like there's like average, like, oh, it's an accident, but then they started like kind of using a lot of force when they bumped into us. And so we were kind of like just getting knocked around by these two kids, and I was like, "Hey, can you guys stop, please?" And then they didn't really say anything. They just kept bumping around, and so it started going into like a full out fight. Like we were like, I think one kid on who was my friend, he started like throwing fists. It wasn't like, you know, like those fights you see on like YouTube and those kids get like hammered. But he was just like throwing fists here and there, and basically it was just we'd get both of us, me and my brother, we'd get on one side of the cushion thing, and they get on the other. And even though my brother is like a lot bigger than me, he goes after the gremlin. So I'm going up against the kid who looks like 300 pounds, and he just looked like a monster. Okay, and so I'm running, and then I see he's running right after me, and I'm like, "Chris, please help me out." And he's like, "No, dude." And so he just leaves me out there to die. And so the kid, he goes and he just like knocks me over, dude. I'm just done. Like he goes, and I go flying off the cushion, and I land like not head first, but it's like my head was kind of like, it was almost one of the third things. Like it was like my upper back, and then my neck, and then my head. And I just got knocked out, dude. I couldn't breathe. I was like, "Oh my gosh, dude, this sucks." And so I get up and I crawl back on there, and I'm tearing up a little bit because I just got thrown off a big cushion onto the hard floor, and I saw a bunch of people watching me. So I'm like that. Chris, on the other hand, he just tore up the little, like the gremlin kid, dude. That little kid was like no match, dude. I don't care how old he was. He just got completely destroyed. So after a while, it started getting like really bad, and everybody was just about to, just start like destroying each other. And so one of my friend's brother was a cop, okay, and he wasn't like dressed like a cop. Like he didn't dress like one, but he was like he had a badge and everything. And so he came in and he was trying to help us out, and he was like, "Oh, I'm a cop. I'll intimidate him." And so it was kind of working, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, we should probably go." And so they started walking off, but they were like still being kind of jerks. Like they'd run after us, and then they'd stop at the last minute. They'd start laughing and walk away. And I don't know. I was kind of terrified because those kids. I mean, they were pretty big. Like I'm not gonna lie, they were huge. Well, that one kid was not the gremlin kid, but yeah. Anyways, we kept trying to go back on the cushion, but every time we tried to head back there, they'd always just run towards it, and they'd always beat us because they were a lot faster than us. And so after a while, we were just so pissed because the kids, they go and they just throw us around, and we couldn't have our little like just hangout session on the cushion. So we just left after a while. But anyways, yeah, that sucked, dude. You know. But anyways, moral of the story: don't get into fights with kids who are like, I don't know, just don't get into fights. Try not to. But anyways, that's the end of the story. Like, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys later.